Hey everyone, good morning. It is another day of Vlogtober, and I'm actually on my way home to Tennessee from my parents' house. But I decided to stop by Ikea because there is no Ikea anywhere near where we live. As a matter of fact, the only Ikea that we have in Tennessee is in Memphis, and that's way too far. So I literally have to pass Ikea in downtown Atlanta to get home. So I figured I'd stop by real quick and take a look at a couple things. One in particular that I'm looking for is a cabinet for the vestibule area once you walk into our house from our garage. Our kids just take off their shoes right there and just drop them in the vestibule, and it's creating a mess. So I want to grab this shoe cabinet at Ikea. We had a similar one from Ikea at the last house, actually at the last couple houses, but it was attached to the wall and we just kind of left it there at our last house. So I want to get a slightly different style for this one. Like, it's probably going to be the same color and stuff, but this one has to be a little bit different as far as size. It's because of the limited space that we have in the vestibule. So I did check last night. They do have it here. That's one of the things that I know I'm going to go in and grab. But there's a couple of other things that I want to take a look at really quick. And I thought I'd bring you guys along with me so you guys can check it out. I had a great time at my parents'. It was very relaxing. I took a lot of naps. I didn't have to cook dinner. My mom helped me out with that, and they would have loved for me to stay a lot longer, but I've got some things I got to do back home, and I'm sure the kids want to spend time with their grandparents, right, without mommy hanging around and stuff. They want to, go out and have fun and do their things with their grandparents. So all four kids are at my parents' house. I'm here by myself. This is unprecedented because I'm never usually by myself. And I'm going to take you guys with me, see what we see at Ikea right now. And then when I get home, I'll show you guys what I got. right, so I am back from driving from Georgia. I actually stopped by and got some Zaxby's for me and Nelson, and we'll be eating in a little bit. He's finishing up some work in his office, and I thought I might as well go ahead and share what I got at Ikea. That way you guys can see. They didn't really have a ton of stuff, and since the last time I went, their prices have gone up significantly. And, but I really wanted to get the cabinet for the vestibule here so we can put our shoes up when, we come home from being outside and stuff, just because they're getting everywhere. I was able to find that cabinet. They didn't have a ton left, and for whatever reason, it was a huge hassle. First off, when I pulled up, IKEA has always opened up at 10 o'clock since I can remember. The if you go to Google Maps and you get directions to go there and stuff, and they have the online open during these hours kind of information, it says 10 o'clock. I pulled up at about 10:42 and everything was closed. Apparently they changed the times that IKEA opens now. They open at 11 o'clock, not 10. So I had to sit there and wait almost 20 minutes until they opened up. And I debated leaving, but I figured I'm right here. I don't know when I'm going to be back at IKEA, and I really need this cabinet. So I just sat in my car and waited, along with everybody else, apparently. The cars that were pre-parked there that were already empty, I guess they were just workers. But finally, people started coming in and waiting outside the doors, and then we were finally let in at 11 o'clock. So I go in there, and I don't even go to the showroom area because I know whatever I'm getting downstairs where you get the accessories and the textiles and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously at the very end is the warehouse. So before I show you what I got, I did go to the warehouse section to find where I needed to pick up that cabinet and to see what aisle it was and all that kind of stuff. And it turns out that I couldn't go and pick it out from the aisle. For some reason, I don't know if it's because they had low stock, or whatever, but this particular cabinet, I had to pay for it ahead of time at the cash register and then go to the furniture pickup. So I had to get in my car and go pick it up, which was a whole ordeal in and of itself. First of all, they have no cashiers. So I was lucky enough that the lady who was there at the self-checkout was actually nice and helped me navigate it, because I had to scan a QR code and I had to pay with a QR code, and then I had to pay for everything else, and then I had to get in my car, and then I had to go all the way around, and it was a whole thing. When I finally made it around to where I needed to go in the car, I go into this little waiting room, and there's nobody there. It's completely empty. There's no way I can ring for anybody to come up. And it took 5 minutes for me just standing there until somebody came in and asked me, what I needed. Obviously, I had the order number. Took another 15 minutes for them to go get the order. And then when they bring it out, they don't even load it for you. They just here you go. And it was 2 heavy boxes. And I was just, the customer service there just really sucks. I'm going to say it. It does. So that was frustrating. Now I did get a couple of things. Again, not a lot, but some things that were kind of nice and are going to be useful, right? I wasn't trying to get anything I did not need. So this is what I got. All right, so the first thing I got at IKEA, I saw this and I thought it was just so adorable. And it's for oil. And I thought it was really cute because it's got this stone finish. This was $8.99, I think. And I thought this would be really nice to have on the countertop for whenever I need oil really quick and I need to put it, in a saucepan or something, and I don't need a ton of it. I don't like bringing out the actual jug. And I figured having this on hand would be really nice. And it doesn't look very IKEA-ish. It actually looks nice and, I don't know, it looks a little vintage just because of the way the stone is done.
like the stoneware. And then it's got like a little rubber seal on it. And I just thought it was really cute. And I wanted to try it out to see how it worked out. But I love the color and I thought it was just different. I hadn't seen anything like it. So I went ahead and got that. I want to get those curtain rods done. Still haven't gotten them done. But I did get this curtain for my daughter. This was a nice long length. It's 98 inches. So it's more than 8 foot, not quite 9. And I'm thinking that should be long enough to go all the way to the floor. I might have to put the curtain rod a little bit lower than what I had originally intended, but still kind of between the ceiling and the window. So there'll still be higher up. And I think this will be enough. I wanted to try this out. I didn't have any other curtains that I can get for the other kids' rooms at this time because they didn't have colors that would coordinate with their rooms. But I figured if I could just try one set and it works, I can at least see that the 98-inch curtains will work for this. And it's really nice. It's got these little striations in it. It's thick. It does do light filtering, which they need, especially in this particular room for my oldest. She really does get sunlight all day long where her bedroom's positioned. So I'm hoping that this helps, and I'm hoping I can get these, put up at some point. So I got her, nice set of drapes. This right here, this is a magazine rack, and I can't even show you, but these were just these little magazine racks, and they look like cardboard, but I don't know, they almost have like a leathery feel to them. And I'm terrible when it comes to keeping catalogs for like home decor and design. And I wanted to organize a few of them that I have. So I bought me a couple of these to see how they work out. They were only like, I think these were like $7.99 a piece, or $7.99 for a pair. So we'll see how they work out. I'm not sure if it's going to be great. That's the only reason I got these was to try it out. And I only got one set just in case I didn't like how they, kind of turned out or looked. Then I got these beautiful candles for Christmas, and you can see that they're spiral. Oops. They're spiral red, and I thought they would be really pretty for Christmas. These were $2.49 for the pair, so I got me 4 just in case, just to make sure that I had enough. And I got them all in the same, red color. One more thing that I needed, this was very practical. We love our down pillows that we bought in Ikea many years ago, and they still work. I actually wash our down pillows. They're very easy to wash. I wash them in cold water with very minimal soap and absolutely no softener. And then I dry them really hot so I can make sure that everything gets nice and dry on the inside. And they plump up quite a bit, but since they're so old, I guess you can say, they're still in really good condition, but they're not as fluffy as they used to be. I was thinking about getting some really luxe new down pillows, like the king size, because we have a king bed. But I noticed that the really nice ones are $100 a piece for a pillow. So I found this one that was cheaper. It's still a king size. It still has down and duck feathers in it. But I only bought one. This was $35, which is still a little pricey in my opinion. But I figured I can empty this down out into our pillows that we have right now. So I'll take half of it, put it in my pillow, half of it, and put it in Nelson's pillow, hopefully fluff it up a little bit with the extra down, and then I'll just sew the pillows back up, and it should work. It should give me quite a bit of down from this one to add to the other two. So I'm looking forward to doing that and seeing how it turns out. But that's basically all I got at Ikea. And I wasn't going there to go on a shopping spree or anything, but I did get a couple of things that were, kind of cute and solved a few problems. All right, so that was it for Ikea. I did also stop by Dollar Tree for a second, like when I got closer to home, because I was looking for something for like a Christmas DIY. I found it. but I was really disappointed because I know that the prices went up at Dollar Tree, but this is ridiculous and you're going to see why. All right, so I went to Dollar Tree just for this thing. I had seen it in another like YouTuber's video where they kind of went to see what they had for Christmas. And I saw these and I wanted it because I wanted this for a DIY that I have, and it was in the Dollar Tree Plus section, right? So I figured, okay, this thing has got to be $3, right? Because it's not that big. It's like compared to my hand, it's not that big. And there's ornaments that are almost this size that are like $1.50 now. So I go to the cash register and I had 3 of these. Go to the cash register and I, think first to ask, hey, can you check the price on this? She scans it and it turns out this thing is $5. $5 for a piece of plastic that's like smaller than my hand. And I told her, I said, fine, give me one because I still want to use this for the DIY. And in the end, I don't think it'll be worth it because you'll eventually see. But I was like, I'm not taking the other 2. I just need one. So I leave out, look at this, $5 for this piece of plastic. I couldn't believe it, you guys. And then the other stuff that I got was this. I don't know if you guys follow Erica Taylor. She's on Instagram. She does makeup over 40. So I love to listen to her. And she recommended a couple things from like Dollar Tree. And she's, a little beauty guru. And these are all like name brand stuff. And I just happened to walk by the makeup aisle and they had them. So I got some toner. I got some liquid blush. And I got like a contour stick, which I never really use that, but I figured I'd try it out. If any of this doesn't work out, I can always give it to my 13-year-old. I'm sure she'll love it. But she said that this stuff was, really good, and it's paraben-free, dye-free, fragrance-free. This one in particular, this toner. And this stuff is like Mary Claire and LA Colors. So I was like, okay, I'll give them a try. And then I got this little mirror because the one that I have in my bathroom right now is broken because we're always dropping them. So I needed a new one. And then my mom gave me a couple of mirrors to see what I could do with them because she's had them forever and she doesn't know what to do with them. And they're right over here. So she has these 2. And she's got these 2, and she's had them for ages. And she's like, Yami, I don't know what to do with these. I don't have a place for them. You can either use them, as a picture frame and just take the mirror out or, put them somewhere. I do like the detail on the frame. I think they're a little bit too like bright gold, and I might, adjust that. I think that would, make it look a little bit more high end and less plasticky, I guess. But yeah, I picked these up and I brought them with me because, they're good. They were free and she wasn't using them. So I'll see what I can come up with these mirrors. But that's basically my little haul from coming from my parents' house. So yeah, that was basically it. I think I might even, just end the vlog here just because I have a few things to do for the rest of the evening. And I'm preparing to pack because Nelson and I are going to be going off somewhere fun just for ourselves. We hadn't done this in a very long time, and I want to be able to pack and I want to be able to just focus on that and get ready for tomorrow when we leave. And it'll just be, really nice break for us, and hopefully, we'll have a nice time and I can bring you guys along just to see what we're going to be up to. But yeah, I want to go ahead and also edit a couple of videos. We'll have dinner, pack and get ready, and then hopefully, tomorrow we'll be on our way. So yeah, and I may have to skip a day or 2 as far as content for Vlogtober because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to edit anything while I'm away, and I might miss a day or 2. So just be aware of that. But I hope to see you guys back here tomorrow. So talk to you soon.